everyone. My name is Maria Carmo. I'm from Cardano community, and today I'm bringing news from a wallet, a multi-asset wallet that's very interesting. And I brought the CEO, Michal, to talk with us. How are you doing?
Hi, Maria. Thank you for having me. I'm doing really well. I'm looking forward for our discussion.
I look to your website. It's very interesting. I love the colors, the black, the green is very interesting. And thank you very much for accepting the invitation. I got a few questions for you. For example, tell me a little bit about yourself and the background, because we need to understand who are the people behind the project. It's very common to our subscribers to know who is the people so they can actually connect with.
Okay. So NuFi wallet was incubated in Vacuum Labs. Vacuum Labs is a software development company. I'm working with Vacuum Labs for like 4 years already. Vacuum Labs was mostly focusing on the fintech industry, but in the past 3-4 years, we started to work a lot also in the blockchain, mainly Cardano blockchain. And over the past 4 years, we created a lot of projects in a Cardano blockchain, namely our first product was Adalite, very popular Cardano wallet. Then we have been also participating on development of some infrastructure products, like, for example, hardware wallet integrations, Ledger, Trezor. We have been in the past, we have been participating also on some Emurgo products like Euro mobile wallet. And lately, we realized that we would like to build something new. And what we decided is a good product to build is a multi-chain wallet. Currently, the blockchain world is becoming multi-chain and cross-chain. People are looking for a cross-chain experience. People want to navigate from one blockchain to another, and that's why we are building a NuFi. NuFi wallet should provide users like a great cross-chain experience, and it should enable them to live in this cross-blockchain world. Me personally, I am a crypto lead. I'm responsible for our crypto project in Vacuum Labs, and also I am like the CEO or the lead of the NuFi project. I've been working with cryptocurrencies for past 4 years professionally. Before that, I've been passionate for cryptocurrencies since 2012. Or something like that, and it was my hobby. So I'm pretty long in the industry. Yeah, and the rest of the team, the rest of the NuFi teams are mostly very skilled engineers.
I have to say I'm here for around 4 or 5 years, and for a long time, people are asking for what you are building, a multi-chain wallet. So because I do tutorials here and there, I do many tutorials for many wallets, and all the time people ask, can I save other cryptos, stored other cryptos in my wallets? And we never got this answer yes. And now it's possible because you brought it to the community. Something else I would like to ask, tell me a little bit of the goals from now on and a little bit of the roadmap. Tell me a little bit of the goals for these years, for example.
So we just released a Chrome extension with a dApp connector for Cardano blockchain. Our main wallet is currently supporting three blockchains. dApp connector is just for Cardano, but in 1 month we should also add the remaining 2 blockchains, and that's Solana and Flow. Until the end of the year, we would like to add more blockchains to the wallet. Mainly, we are focusing on proof of stake smart contract platforms. So blockchains that we are considering, blockchains like Near Protocol, blockchains like Algorand, blockchains like Cosmos, but we are also looking on the EVM ecosystem. This needs to be decided yet. And our main goal is to provide the users the ability or the possibility to connect to various dApps on these different blockchains from a single user interface. So user will be able to connect to with NuFi will be able to connect to dApps on Solana, on Flow, on Cardano. Users will be able to seamlessly use bridges between these blockchains because currently every dApp connector wallet enables users just to connect from a single account, from a single blockchain at a one time. But what we plan to do, or what we are doing now, is that the user will be able to be connected to the apps on multiple blockchains, even from different accounts from this single wallet. This may be a little bit like complicated from the user interface and user experience perspective, but we think we solved this issue and that we will be able to provide product that will give the user desired level of user experience while offering this broad range of functionalities.
How do you connect to different blockchain, for example? Is through bridges? How does it work?
So what we need to have here is, so we need to have a dApp connector for each of these blockchains integrated in your extension or in your Chrome extension wallet. So what we are doing, we are integrating one by one these wallets. What you are referring to the bridges? Bridges are used for transferring assets from one blockchain to another. This is also something that we are thinking about in the future, to integrate some bridges so the users won't have even to leave the wallet in order to bridge some assets. But this is not our short-term plan. Currently, what we plan to do for the users is that if they want to bridge some asset from, let's say, Ethereum to Cardano, currently they need to use at least 2 wallets, right? Because they need to use some wallet for the Ethereum and Milkomeda bridging. They need to use a second wallet for Cardano. So what we're planning to do is unite this experience, and the users will be able to use a single wallet to execute the bridging from Ethereum to Cardano. And this should apply also for different blockchains. And if there will be different bridges, not just to Ethereum, but also, for example, to Solana or Algorand or any other bridge, users should be able to use just a single wallet in order to execute the bridging. Okay. And this also gives an advantage to user if there will be some side chains or some roll-ups growing on Cardano, because it's very unlikely that these side chains or roll-ups will be developed in the same UTXO-based system as Cardano. They will be most likely EVM-based. And we want to give the users the possibility to use the side chains and these roll-ups with a single wallet without the need to have, for example, MetaMask in order to execute transactions on both blockchains in parallel.
A friend was watching a video about your wallet, and when you connect a ledger to your platform, to your wallet, there was creating a phrase, right? The question is, why it creates that phrase, and what happens if I lose it?
Okay. So actually, when the user is creating a wallet while using Ledger or Trezor, they have the possibility also to create this seed phrase. They don't have to if they don't want to, but they can. If they create this seed phrase, basically what we will do for the user, we'll create also some accounts that are derived from this seed phrase for the user. Plus, they can have their hardware wallet accounts added to this profile. If the user will not use the so-called, let's call them hot accounts that are derived from the seed phrase, then they don't even have to write down the phrase, right? They don't need it because they are storing everything on the hardware wallet. Users don't have to be afraid if they're using hardware wallet, and if they are storing the funds on the hardware wallet accounts, then the seed phrase is useless for them. But if they, for example, want to use also the hot accounts for some reason, and they will transfer some funds from the hardware wallet accounts to the hot accounts, then it definitely makes sense for them to write down that seed phrase. We are using this seed phrase also to give the user some, let's say, identity. So, for example, if somebody is doing some exchanges on a NuFi, because we have integration to Changely, so users can do swaps from one cryptocurrency to another. In order to identify the user and show them their like exchange history, we need some identification for the user. This is, for example, we are using this seed phrase, so we can always identify the user. And there are some other small use cases where the seed phrase created on NuFi is useful. But if the user wants to just use pure hardware wallet mode without any seed phrase, without using these extended features, they can do it, because when they will be onboarding, they will be given a choice. Do you want to create a seed phrase or not? If they choose not, they will be using the wallet purely with their hardware wallet.
That's brilliant. If you're watching this interview, you can get the seed phrases from Yoroi, Eternal, any Cardano wallet, and rescue or restore your wallet on the NuFi wallet. So yeah. I'm very excited about all this news because it's the first multi-chain wallet I'm hearing about. Would you like to share your screen and show to us a little bit more?
Okay, so I already have some profiles created here, but I can probably very briefly show what we have been talking about. So if the user is creating a new wallet, they have this choice to choose. Yes, I have a hardware wallet, or no, I don't have a hardware wallet. Let's say I choose I have a hardware wallet. I will choose some password. And now the users are given this possibility to create recovery phrase or continue without recovery phrase. Creating a recovery phrase gives the user few more like possibilities in the wallet, but they don't have to do it because they can always create it later on, right? So if I choose continue without the recovery phrase, what happens is that I can start pairing my hardware wallet immediately, adding new hardware wallet accounts, but otherwise I have completely pure wallet without any hot accounts in it. Okay, so let me show you very quickly what is the wallet about. So basically, wallet is always available from this icon in the top right corner. After clicking on it, this interface will open up. User can log in with their desired password. And I have a lot of assets on this testing wallet. So it can take some time, especially because Solana is pretty slow now. But as you can see, I have a lot of assets listed here. I always see the name of the asset, plus I can see the blockchain on which the asset is located. Then we have also this accounts view where I can review all my existing accounts on different blockchains. Plus, here is an exchange history where the user can see all the exchanges they executed in the past. We also have this buy and sell crypto option where the users can buy or sell cryptocurrencies using credit card or bank transfers using MoonPay.
But there will be fees from the platform?
We don't take any fees, but MoonPay is taking fees depending on the payment method. But we don't take any fees for this. Okay, so currently, as some users have a lot of assets, this can be a bit confusing. We are currently working on implementing some filter and some search field here, so users will be able to search for the asset they want to interact with, or filter the assets by blockchain or by some other filters. Users can initiate send or receive for the selected cryptocurrency. When the user wants to, for example, send something, they can also choose account from which they are sending. Of course, the users can name the account by whatever they want. Currently, I have just the default naming. And yeah, users can also decide that they want to transfer assets between their own accounts, so they can do it. They can do it here. So I, for example, want to transfer some ADA.
Yeah, it's very useful because sometimes we need different accounts for different types of investments. Some people invest in NFTs, some people do DeFi, and some people do the main wallets. So it's very interesting, the accounts.
Yeah, it is. I don't have any hardware wallet. By the way, okay, it was already submitted. As we know, sometimes the submission takes long. So after the user clicks the submit button, they can close this window and they will see the transaction status here. Once the transaction is executed, they will see the green dot and they will know that transaction was successfully executed. I don't have any hardware wallet account connected to this profile, but the users can very quickly distinguish the hardware wallet account because we have a like the hardware wallet sign next to it. Yeah. Next, what we have here in the wallet is our staking interface. So we allow users to stake Cardano, Flow, and Solana. We know that Cardano staking is pretty simple, right? So user just delegates to a validator and voila, that's it. Whole account is staked. It's a little bit more complicated on Solana and Flow. So we had to implement a little bit more complicated user interface for this, but we have a knowledge base where the user can see all the steps necessary to execute the staking for Solana or for Flow. In Flow, there are like different states in which the user can be. So yeah, but I think it's pretty straightforward, and the process is pretty straightforward. And if the user didn't do any step, we will warn him about it because they will see some red or orange warning sign, like here, for example. Okay, the third section that we have here is the NFT gallery. So basically, users can manage the NFTs from here. Users can also send multiple NFTs. They can select and send them. The send interface is very similar to the sending of the tokens. Let's add. I
like that picture because you can send many NFTs using the same fee.
Actually, the fee will be a bit higher, but it's cheaper than sending the NFTs in multiple transactions. And actually, users can also mix up in the sending interface, users can also mix up NFTs with other assets. So for example, I can also, I don't know, I can also add some Hosky token to this, and I can also send NFT plus some Hosky tokens, and I can send it to my second account. I can also add some ADA here. So now I'm sending 3 different assets. I'm sending 2 ADA. I'm sending this NFT, this business person NFT, and I'm sending 100 Hosky tokens. Let's do it. I need to enter the password. And I can close this window now. And I see the transaction status is pending. Once the transaction is submitted, I will see it here. Okay, it's green. It was a successful submitted transaction. And we have also like beta support for NFTs on Solana and Flow. So if the users have more NFTs on more blockchains, we want to support them too. But for example, these other blockchains, they do not support sending of multiple NFTs in a single transaction. You can just send one NFT in a transaction. Yeah. So this is the, I can already see this NFT on my second account. So this is the NFT gallery section. And yeah, we also have direct integration in our user interface with WingRider DEX. So users can directly from this wallet swap assets on WingRiders. But with our recent release of this Chrome extension, users can also connect to any dApp on the Cardano blockchain. So let's connect to this. Let's connect to WingRider website. I'm connected in there, and they can use it basically as any other dApp connector. Currently, we released this Chrome extension just 3 days ago, and we just started communicating to the public just yesterday. So we are not integrated yet with many dApps. Currently, I believe we are supported only on WingRiders and on the Sunday swap through the experimental mode, but we should be very shortly added also to the JPEG store marketplace. So we are already talking to them. Maybe slightly confusing for the users at the beginning is that for each dApp for which the user has initiated a connection, we have this window. This window, it's in background, and it shouldn't bother the users much, but we need this in order to provide the users the ability to connect to different dApps with different accounts. This will be like our core value proposition, that the user will be able to be connected to different dApps from different accounts, and even to different dApps on different blockchains. In order to maintain these connections, we'll need this let's call it service window for each of these connections. But what we are already working on is that we are going to add some more usability to this window. For example, user will be able to change the blockchain from this window. They will be able to change the account for this selected connection from this window, and we'll be showing to the user also all the recent transactions that happened in this connection with the app. So this is something that we are planning to add in the following month or two, basically improving the whole dApp connector experience. Yeah, that's it. This is what we have. As mentioned before, we are now working on the support for the dApp connector for the support of Solana and Flow blockchains. And later on, we are already eyeing and thinking about Ethereum, which will give us the possibility to add any arbitrary EVM network in the future soon.
It's very important to us that the people come and show the project and then what they are all about.
So yeah, what I would really appreciate is if people didn't try our product, will give us some feedback, because I think this is very important for us in order to make the product better, to receive feedback from the users. They can do it through our Discord channel, or they can just an email message, or even we have a special feedback and suggestion board accessible directly from our wallet, where the users can post feedback or even vote on the feedback that was given by other users. So we know what the community wants us to implement next.
I see. English is not my first language, and I am here forever telling people that in the world is more non-English speaker than English speakers, right? Is there a possibility to have channels by language in Discord so people can come and talk to their own peers in their own language about your wallet? I ask a few projects to do that because it's more comfortable and you learn faster when you talk in your own language. Obviously, English is going to be always the main language, but there is any plans to do tutorials or to do manuals where people will learn your platform, but in their own language?
Yeah, so actually, we already have this on our Discord. I think we have like 5 or 6 channels dedicated to foreign languages. Anybody can come and request a channel for their own language. And by the way, we are developing this, what you just said, in mind. So what we are developing a NuFi in a way that we should be able to add support for multiple languages in the support. In the future, sorry, we are just not doing it yet because it would be very difficult to update the content over and over again. But once the product will be well built up and more static and not as dynamic as it is now, we plan to add more languages support directly for the NuFi user interface.
That is brilliant. So thank you very much. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Maria. Thank you very much.